Welcome back, everybody. It's Keys and Tori, and we're here to do our monthly update. We can't really do a weekly update, so we're going to try to do like bi weekly just to talk about what we've read and where we're going to go from here. So you can start.
Oof. All right. Well, I did tell you that I was going to finish this Broken Harbor, um, and I did finish it that day, March 1st,
Was it
actually.
that day?
So it was that day. I finished it that night. As
Wow.
promised, I finished it that night. Again, highly recommend the series. I cannot wait. The next book comes out actually on Tuesday, March. Is it the 18th? Whatever. Anyways, so I'm excited because our book club, we're reading the next book like starting next week. My first book for March was Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, and this was a chunker. And it's taking me a very long time. Well, I should say the first week in March was pretty busy for us, so I didn't get a whole lot of time to read. This last week, though, I've kind of been flying through it, and I literally only have like I think 60 pages left in this book, and I want to finish it so bad. So I am gonna try to knock it out tonight. I am.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you'll get
try.
it done.
I will. I will. I highly recommend this book. Actually, like
I was just going to say
this. Ooh,
every
this
single
book,
time
man.
we like sit down and have like our little reading time or whatever, she's oh my gosh, oh, you're making me
Are
so
you
mad.
kidding
Yeah.
me? Like, yeah. So this is a good book. This is really good. At first, I really wasn't into it, but the further I got into it, you know, the more I actually really enjoyed it. So, Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Highly recommend if you're into romance. There's actually a little bit of thrill in it too, kind of just a little bit, or suspense. I would say probably more suspense than thrill, but yeah, I would recommend. I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
So then, what's your next book? I know you're going into your book club book, but you have a week. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So my next book would be I'm gonna go into a thriller. Look Closer by David Ellis. I've heard good things about the book, like I said in the last video. So this is my next read. Um, yeah, I'll let you know how it is when we get there.
when we do our monthly wrap up,
Yep.
nice. All right. Well, for me, I started this month with Curse of the Mistwraith. This was actually a bleed through from February.
hmm
And man, this was really good. It was I had to put a lot of effort into this one, and I probably flew through it faster than I should have. So I may have missed some things, but the plot, oh, so good. The characters, so good. The pros, like I said, and you've probably heard before with some of these other booktubers that are way more famous than we are. Um, Janie Wirtz's prose is something that people struggle with because it is complex. But once you start reading it, you kind of get used to how she's writing, and you're able to focus more. If I had to give myself a little bit of advice, is just to slow down and to kind of chew on a chapter a lot longer than before. But I wanted to get it done because I was behind, so I kind of rushed. So don't rush when you're reading, because, like we say, the story is always there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Curse of the Mistwraith, thought it was fantastic. Um, yeah, I keep thinking about it, and I have another one coming up here soon. So that was book one. I finished. I think I had like 700 pages left when I started the month. So I read 700 pages pretty fast. And then after that, I kind of did audio for the next one. Majority of the time, it was "Living Life Backwards" by David Gibson. I don't have that with me because I actually gave it to my other grandmother. She wanted it, so I let her take that. I gave it to her.
Oh, you gave it to
Yeah, I gave it to her. I wasn't really, honestly, I really wasn't a fan. Like, there were some good things in it, and that was my faith read for the month. Uh, I just, Ecclesiastes is a book in the Bible that, like, has got a lot of emphasis on death. And this book was more of like this person's revelation. I don't know if he's a pastor, but it was like his revelation on how you should think about death more than the life that you're living. And there were some things I didn't necessarily agree with. There were some things that he was able to tie in that I thought were great regarding our faith. But yeah, I gave it a 3 stars. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't something that I would probably pick up again and reread. And then the next book I read was The Perfect Marriage, and this was awesome. This was really good.
Yeah.
This is my first Geneva Rose book. I don't know. She's only got like 2 or 3 maybe published. But my wife Tori read it like last month, maybe longer. And I think I read it in 3 or 4 days. It was really good. It was a really
It-
good palate cleanser going from like the prose of Janny Wirtz
yeah.
to I mean, I read a faith-based book, so I was more focused. And then even before Curse of the Mistwraith, I read The Failures, which was also pretty complicated in trying to figure out what was going on because there were so many points of view. This was like chapters were so small.
So
The POVs switched between 2 characters, and it was just like everything was fast-paced from start to finish, and it was
mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I actually gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Maybe it's because I haven't read that many thrillers, but it was really good. You know,
I liked it. I read thrillers all the time, and I liked it. That was probably my favorite book so far.
the only
That
reason
was in my
why
top three
top 3,
books,
yeah.
isn't it?
The only reason why I didn't give it a 5 star is because usually for me to have a 5 star, it has to be some sort of emotional
Yeah.
something that throws me over
Mm-hmm.
the edge, and I'm just like, whoa. And don't get me wrong, the thriller aspect or like the twist in this did not see coming, to be honest. And I'm someone who can figure twists and stuff out pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's
And
annoying.
so,
We can't ever watch a movie.
yeah, it might be easier in movies, but it was really good. 4.5 out of 5, I'd say.
Yeah,
So I
I really
recommend
enjoyed that book.
I recommend for somebody who wants a palate cleanser if you've gone through like a chunker or some epic fantasy book or something to kind of get your mind off things. This is super fast. I blew through it.
Yeah.
And then my current read right now is The Children of Gods and Fighting Men. I'm about 60% done with it. The goal is I'll probably read quite a bit tonight too when we go to bed, and then I'll try to finish it tomorrow. So this is pretty good. This is like Celtic Viking style mythology. Love the era. Love the Viking Celtic stuff. But it feels like a setup book. There's not a lot of action in it right now. There's a lot of political scheming, a lot of trying to figure out who the main characters are, and a lot of pieces on a board that are being moved. And I'm excited to see where the series goes. I probably will continue it. And this is the book club book with Talking Story for the Patreon members. So we have a call, I think, in 2 weeks or so. Excited about that. So this is pretty good so far. And then my last book for this month, which I'm hoping I can get to and finish, would be book 2 of The Wars of Light and Shadow, The Ships of Merior. I'm ready to get back into this. I'm kind of itching for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
This is another 800 pager. I've read a lot of pages this month.
Yeah, you have. You have.
I've beaten you.
You have, and I'm surprised because usually I can get through, like a decent size, like a regular size book like this would take me about 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been pretty busy here at the Hund household for the last couple of weeks. So for me anyway,
Yeah.
for Mama Hund.
It's been busy for both of us. When I'm at work, I am able to listen to audio.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of the first book of Janny Wirtz, Curse of the Mistwraith. Some of that was audio, and I'm probably not going to do that with this one because I want to be able to focus more. The other book I read, the Living Life Backwards, was 170 pages, so it wasn't that long. But yeah, that's our bi-weekly update.
That's our update. Hopefully we have more here soon with new books. I'm excited for April's TBR. I'm excited to see what we're going to choose for April.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to just be I am really enjoying this book, but I'm ready to be done with it and move on to the next. Like
too big for you. 600 pages is quite a bit.
It's just this is the biggest book that I've read so far since starting, and I like it though. Like the story is good. It it wasn't like very fast. It didn't like crunch everything together and like not give you context. This was actually more um what's the word? More spread out. So,
Yeah.
there's just more story to it and I like it. I do like it.
Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate all of the follows, all of the
Yes.
likes, all of the comments. You guys are awesome. I mean, we're really new to this. We're still new to reading, really. We appreciate all the support. Remember, the story's always there, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.